Hello, welcome back to Marcie's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making a variation on the easy vegan crusty bread. Today we're going to go more of a sweet route, so we're going to do a cinnamon sugar raisin bread. And I'm going to be using it the following morning to make French toast with. Today we are going to start with 3 cups of flour. Our original recipe calls for 3 1/4, so we are reducing that flour just a bit. And we've got our 1 teaspoon sea salt, our 2 teaspoons active dry yeast, and 1 1/2 cups warm water. You're going to use your bread hook if you have one, and just go ahead and set that down and set it to stir. So we've got ingredients incorporated that you would have in your normal base for the easy vegan crusty bread. Now we can have some fun with it. We're going to add in some things. So I already have a cinnamon and sugar mixture made up. So we're going to add some of that in. No measurements here, folks. You can't go wrong with cinnamon and sugar. I do try to limit how much sugar I eat. This is one of the very, very few recipes that I actually add white sugar into. We're going to go ahead and add in raisins. So everything's mixed up nicely. So here's our bread for now. So we're just going to go ahead and loosely cover that, and that's going to sit for 2 to 3 hours in a warm spot in your house. So everything for us goes on the stove. So we're ready to get our bread out and fold it over onto itself several times and then move it to parchment paper for it to rest for 45 minutes. So we just have to flour the surface. And bread has been sitting for approximately 3 hours. And now we just need to fold it over on itself a few times, transfer it to the parchment paper, and let it rest for 45 minutes. So I'm just going to flour my hands because this dough is pretty sticky. And we're just going to fold it over on itself a couple of times. This one in particular is much stickier than the original easy vegan crusty bread since we have added cinnamon and sugar raisins. Looks good to me. Just going to transfer that to the parchment paper. We're also going to let that rest for 45 minutes. So we're just going to drizzle with some pure maple syrup and then just do a dusting of cinnamon and sugar. We chose to put this in a loaf pan because it was really flattening out a lot while it was resting for its 45 minutes. So hopefully this will keep it from being messy as well with drizzling. And some cinnamon and sugar. So in it goes for 30 minutes. So our bread is done. I'm pulling it out. Glad we had the parchment paper in there. It looks like the drizzling would have made a real mess on the side of the loaf pan.